Okay, let's talk about this because it's a huge deal. One of the biggest names in fintech is jumping into what might be the most stressful part of anyone's financial life, getting a mortgage. Yep, Wealthfront is officially in the home loan business, and we're going to break down exactly what that means.
I mean, let's be real. Who hasn't felt this? Finding the perfect house is the fun part. Then comes the mountain of paperwork, the confusing jargon, the waiting, that feeling of being completely lost in the process. It's a universal headache. And that's the exact problem Wealthfront says it wants to solve.
So here's the plan for this explainer. First, we'll get into the announcement itself. Then we're going to dig into why getting a mortgage is such a pain. After that, we'll look at Wealthfront's big solution. We'll also cover who's at the front of the line for this, and finally, we'll zoom out and see what this all means for the future of fintech.
All right, let's kick things off with the big news. What is Wealthfront actually doing here? So just in case you're not familiar, let's do a quick intro. Wealthfront is a heavyweight in the fintech space. They're known for making investing and saving super easy and affordable. And they're not some small startup. We're talking about a company with 1.3 million clients who already trust them with their money. That's a huge built-in customer base. And here it is, Wealthfront Home Lending. The core idea is that they're taking what they do best, using smart software and automation, and applying it to the mortgage industry. They're promising a totally different, more streamlined experience.
So you got to ask yourself, why would a company that's already crushing it in investing decide to get into something as messy as mortgages? Well, it's because the whole traditional process is just broken, and it's totally ripe for a shakeup.
Yeah, this list, it probably hits a little too close to home for some of you. The fees that just magically appear right before you sign, the annoying sales calls you get out of nowhere, never really knowing if you're getting the best rate. It's just slow, it's stressful, and it's exactly the kind of thing a tech company looks at and says, we can do that better.
Okay, so how is Wealthfront planning to fix this mess? You guessed it. Their answer is all about the software. This really lays it out, doesn't it? It's like night and day. On one side, you've got all the old frustrations, and on the other, Wealthfront is promising straight-up, transparent costs, zero sales calls hassling you, and an application you can do yourself on your own time. The big idea is that by automating everything, they can cut their own costs and give you a lower mortgage rate.
And here's how it's supposed to work. Step 1, you fill out the application yourself, no middleman. Then their software takes over and does a lot of the heavy lifting with underwriting. And the big payoff? Getting pre-approved in minutes, not waiting around for days or even weeks. And here's the official word from their CEO, David Fortunato. He's basically saying this isn't some random new venture. It's the next logical step. They've already earned their clients' trust with savings and investing, so now they want to help them with the biggest purchase of their lives.
Okay, this all sounds really good in theory, but let's get down to brass tacks. Who can actually use this thing and when? Let's look at the rollout details. Now, when you look at who's already on the wait list, you get some really interesting clues. The median age is 35. So what does that tell us? They're not going after fresh out of college kids. They're targeting people who are right in the sweet spot for buying a home. And check this number out. The median amount of money these people already have with Wealthfront is $310,000. So we're talking about a customer base that's not only financially stable, but also already super invested, literally, in the Wealthfront ecosystem. And these folks aren't just window shopping. Look at this. The huge majority of them are planning to buy a home within the next year. This isn't just a casual interest. Wealthfront is tapping into a group of people who are actively ready to make a move. So here's the game plan. Right now, it's in early access for a small group in Colorado. But over the next few months, they're expanding to 2 massive markets, Texas and California. The plan is for a full nationwide rollout by early 2026. And it makes total sense when you see where the interest is coming from. San Francisco, Denver, LA, Austin, these are major tech hubs and high-growth cities. It lines up perfectly with their customer base and their state-by-state rollout strategy. All right, let's pull back for a second, because this move by Wealthfront isn't just about mortgages. It's a sign of a much, much bigger trend that's changing how we all handle our money. I mean, you've seen this movie before, right? First, robo-advisors, like Wealthfront itself, came for the old-school brokerage firms. Then, digital apps completely changed the game for traditional banks. And now, it's the mortgage industry's turn. Automated platforms are coming for the loan officer model. It's the exact same pattern playing out all over again. So what's the real end game here? It all boils down to this.
The dream of having everything: your checking account, your savings, your investments, and now even your mortgage, all living together in one single, easy to use app. That's the holy grail for these fintech companies.
Which leaves us with a pretty wild question to think about. For generations, getting a mortgage meant sitting across the desk from someone and signing a literal mountain of paper. But as tech makes everything else in our lives simpler, it feels more and more likely that the next time you buy a home, the whole loan process might just happen with a few taps on your phone.